I'm obviously not here to break the news that Micah Parsons now plays for the Whack Pack. All right, we all seen that go down yesterday, and it was one of the biggest trades that I've seen in a long, long time. For a player of Micah Parsons' caliber to get traded like he did with all the drama leading up into it, and it just happened out of nowhere, boom, you know what I mean? Shout out Jerry Jones and them, man. They know how to mess a franchise up, man. You know, Dallas Cowboys fans are in a panic right now. Some of them are acting like it's not that big of a deal. They're trying to look for the silver lining in things. But Micah Parsons is a player that plays at a high level week in and week out, and he's always available. So there has to be some type of pain there, and I understand that. But I want to talk more about what does this mean for the Minnesota Vikings, or what it doesn't mean for the Minnesota Vikings. You feel me? Because I look at this a little different. You have some fan bases, the Bears, the Lions, they're a little on the edge of their seats about this move, man. But for us, we're a little different due to a couple factors, man. The first factor is Christian Darrisaw. Christian Darrisaw is the Micah Parsons neutralizer. We're not worried about it, okay? Our team is built to stop guys like Micah Parsons. He's not going to affect us, okay? I think Kenny would have actually affected us a lot more because our interior offensive line wasn't as strong. He was more of a game wrecker for the Minnesota Vikings specifically, okay? I want to go through some of, some Vikings fans' tweets, and, we got to go through them and see kind of the vibe in the air. To me, this move doesn't scare me at all. It's exciting because, hey, look, man, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I want to see what's up. We got to see what the hype is about. You got to show me. Yeah, you got to show me, man, because this could possibly not work out. And they, not only that, man, they mortgage their whole future. They have two players that they're going to be paying a ton of money to, man. They are going to be in cap hell, man. Cap casualties are coming down the pipeline, and that is a fact. They're going all in to win in 2025. I just don't see that happening, even when you add a player like Micah Parsons. So Green Bay Packers fans, get all excited, be happy, but this move does not put you over the hill. Not with us in the way. That's a fact, man. Let's talk about it, man. Questionable judgment. All right. Questionable judgment is what he's trying to say. Shout out to you. He said, despite delusional takes from the Packers owners on here, the Packers front office knew they were the worst team in the North. This is a desperation move, man. And it's going to be glorious to see them implode due to cap in the next 2 years. That is a fact. We just talked about it, man. Cap is going to be an issue for the Green Bay Packers. It's definitely going to be an issue, man. This is going to come down the pipeline, and they're going to have to deal with it. They're going to have Micah Parsons, Jordan Love, and then a bunch of nobodies. I can't wait, man. I'm going to be here. I'm going to still be a Vikings fan. I'm going to still be here. You know what I mean? We still going to be here, bro. All right. Look, man, shout out to you, man. He said, we dealt with Urlacher and Clay Matthews for decades. Not worried about Micah in the least. Their defense is still trash. Let's go, man. Let's go. Talk your talk. That is facts. We did. I mean, we've dealt with a ton of players that you could even say had a better career than Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons obviously is still playing. The jury's still out on his career. But at the end of the day, we've dealt with dominant defensive players in the North, man, and still won the North with no problems. Still won the North with no problems, man. So, hey, we still got to see, man. Even though the trade may be big, we have to see. On paper, it look good. On paper, hey, the paper warriors, it look good, man. But we got to play, man. I'm ready to see it go down. Shout out Travis. He said, yeah, the Packers traded for Micah Parsons, but the Vikings have Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. That is a fact. Tell him again, man. We not worried about it at the least, man. Vikings Insider. The Vikings are paying a total of $48 million for Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Allen, and Javon Hargrave this season. The Packers are paying Micah Parsons $47 million. You see how that works? We have players, Jonathan Grenard, Van Ginkel, Jonathan Allen, and Hargrave. 4 players that the Minnesota Vikings fan base, including me, are super excited about and think that these guys are going to make a huge impact this season for the Minnesota Vikings. And it still is only $1 million more than what they're paying for one player. One player, Micah Parsons. Does that sound like a good business move to you? They don't sound like a good business move to me. Shout out Adam, man. Shout out my boy Adam, man. He said, knowing the pain of being a Vikings fan is we will eventually get Adam Thielen, but then 5 minutes later, the news will drop that the Packers get Micah Parsons. And I know my boy, man. My boy Adam ain't worried about Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? He's just saying that, man. He's not tripping, bro. He's not tripping, man. Micah Parsons, we ain't worried about Micah Parsons. Shout out my boy Adam, man. TPP, man. He said, sucks. The Vikings will now have to face Micah Parsons twice per year for years to come. Packers fleece the Cowboys. Wow. I rock with TPP, but I disagree with this take. I don't think they fleeced them, to be honest with you. I do not think they fleeced them because they actually betted. They're betting on being able to pretty much replace Micah Parsons with the 2 first-round draft picks that they got. That's essentially what they did, or what they're hoping is going to happen. And they're hoping one of these young guys step up. And they're going to have to pay him, and then they're not going to want to pay him. So it's just going to go back and forth. So I do not agree with this, man. Rick Gessling, man. He said, you don't trade the franchise QBs or the elite pass rushers ever. They are the 2 most important pieces on the NFL chessboard. Those guys are too hard to find. I couldn't agree more. You do not do it. The Cowboys did it, but at the end of the day, we got to see if the Packers can still utilize this. I want to show a picture, man. This picture right here is the reason why we are not too worried about Micah Parsons. You see this, man? Look at this right here. Look at this. This is called you're not getting through there. I don't care who you got. All right. You can have Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, Micah Parsons. It don't matter. TJ Watt. List goes on and on. Myles Garrett. It doesn't matter. You aren't getting through this. You see this? You see this great purple wall right here, bruh? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck, Micah Parsons, man. Listen, Vikings fans, do not trip on this trade. This trade is nothing, bruh. This is weak. Weak. We ain't worrying about it. Can't wait to see y'all. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, Packers week is going to hit a little different this year. Make sure you tap in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't going to do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated. Check the percentage.